Viv's got to be the world's most contrary 8-year-old, I swear. It would be a task to keep her quiet when she woke, and we'd need to be. Given how Daddy had slipped us into the barn at night, guided only by moonbeams spilling through the enormous open doors of the stable's center aisle, we clearly were supposed to be hiding. I was growing more accustomed to our vagabond life. Well, trying to be. We'd bedded down in so many barns now, just for the night, leaving before their owners got up in the morning, on our way to wherever Daddy thought he could find work. But this felt different. He'd brought us to this stable specifically. Why, I didn't know. The hard fact was, each day and what it might hold had become a total mystery for the past 2 years, since Daddy's bank had closed and laid him off. Like so many Americans, since the Great Depression fell on us like a plague, he'd tried to make do with odd jobs. But a man who'd spent his adult life in 3-piece suits and bow ties overseeing bank accounts for Richmond's old society didn't easily transition to being a handyman or tobacco picker. To say Daddy didn't know his way around a hammer or a hoe is what Mama would have called the understatement of the century. Mama. What would Mama say to Daddy to get him out of the flask of outlawed whiskey he carried with him now? Stuff made from God knows what in some yokel's back woodshed. It wasn't Daddy's fault that everyone's money evaporated like a small puddle in the noonday sun. But some days, I just wanted to scream at him to be the Daddy he used to be. The least he could do is keep his head straight. I opened my eyes. Dawn was seeping into the barn in warm ribbons of rose light. I followed its glow. Directly above me, up in the eaves, was a barn swallow's nest, a deep balcony sculpted of mud and sticks. I hadn't spotted that wonderment in the night's darkness. As I marveled, its maker wriggled out of her cleverly daubed nest, warbled a good morning at me, and, in a flash of cobalt blue and cinnamon, dove and swooped through the open doors, disappearing into the bright gold sunshine. I actually heard air brushing along the swallow's feathers as she skated right by me in such a friendly hello. That gorgeous bird coming so close, like she was making sure I was all right, had to be a good omen. Had to be. Mama always read all sorts of meaning into birds. Maybe we could stay put for a while. For a few days, anyway. Please, Daddy. Below, the horses shuffled and snorted, waking up as well, giving little expectant nickers, watchful for their breakfast. Someone would be coming to feed them soon. My grip on Viv tightened, anticipating having to put a hand over her mouth just as, in the clockwork that is a good barn, someone entered, whistling softly. I held my breath. It'd break my heart to be discovered and chased away like a stray dog from this heavenly place. Mercifully, Viv stayed asleep through the scoop and dump of grain into 7 feed tubs and the answering chorus of methodical munching. The scent of molasses drifted up to me. Sweet feed. Oat, corn, and barley grain mixed and moistened with thick, delicious molasses. I almost drooled remembering the taste of pancakes covered with that heavy dark brown syrup. "Enjoy, children," a male voice crooned to the horses. "Be back in a few to turn you all out." Footsteps faded away. "Someone's coming back soon," I whispered in Viv's ear. "Stay quiet." She kicked out at me. "Let me sleep, Bee. I'm so tired." "You do that." I pulled her sweater up tighter around her.